Hi everybody, welcome back. I have here a mold that has, it's like a moon with the cat. This one has butterflies and some flowers. I haven't made this one before, and I was thinking of how I wanted to do it. You could do it with solid colors, marble. You could do micas. Micas are nice, like you could paint them in, but they're messy. It's very difficult to use micas and keep your colors where you want them to. Then I was looking at my supplies, and I realized that I have these colored UV resins. I did buy this kit from Temu quite a while ago, and I think I've only used it the one time. So there's quite a few colors in this kit. I don't know, 2, 4, 6, I think 22, 24 colors. And I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to do the flowers and the butterflies with the UV resin, and then I'm going to pour epoxy resin over top of that to see what we get. Now, when I look at this mold, the flat parts will be shiny, but the raised areas look like they're matte. I'm not sure what this is. I guess this is supposed to look like leaves from the flowers. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So this is just a matter of choosing what colors. I'm going to start with, I believe I'll start with the flowers. Maybe I'll start with the leaves because that's easy to choose. Green. I'm going to put some gloves on. So the greens I have, this one is, let me find the color on it. Grass green, olive green. I think we'll go with the grass green. What's this one called? Oh, that's just green. Okay, maybe we'll do a combination. Okay, so hopefully these are still good. Like I said, I hadn't used them in a while, and I have to determine, which means I'm going to have to get my light a little closer so that I can see where those leaves are. I don't know if I've used this color before. Oh. I think I have, oh yeah, that would explain why I can't get it to work. Let me get this off. Okay, got that open. Everything looks good. You should know that if you're not already aware, most of you probably are, but UV resins do have a shelf life. Ask me how I know. Before I started working with resin, I had bought UV resin, and that's how I'd seen somebody do a jewelry video, and I wanted to try it, so I bought some UV resin, but I never got up the nerve to use it. And when I finally did decide I was going to try it, it was hard. Not hard, but too hard to use. So, you know, that I ended up wasting it. I am having trouble seeing this. I still can't get it to come out. Oh, there it goes. Oops. Try that again. Okay. Now this is this UV resin is glittery. It's actually quite pretty. It was pricey though, I will say. I'm not sure it was worth the price myself, but I wanted to try it. Compared to regular UV resin, like this was a lot more expensive per ounce. Okay, and I think I might try a different green for I'm just going to go with the regular green. This one's open. Just give it a little bit color variation. Oh, okay. Now when I cure these, I will cure them from both sides. Just gonna add a little bit on here too. All right. Okay, so here I'm just using my dotting tool to spread it around, make it a little bit easier. This was a hard mold for me to see in the light what I was doing, so I kept moving it closer to myself, and I do apologize. That took it out of frame a few times as I was trying to see the design in order to put the resin in. So I'm just squeezing down in these little small areas. I'm just squeezing it in. And then what I would do is I would just actually hold it up to the light to see if I missed any areas. And then just, you know, try to put it in because it was difficult to see. Now for the flowers, I didn't want all one color. So what I did was I took like a couple of different shades of purple and a couple different shades of pink, and I just did it kind of lighter in the middle, darker on the outside, just to give it a little bit of shading. And then I just to make it easier after I was done each section. So when I finished the flowers, when I finished each butterfly, and like here, I'll go ahead and before I add color to the butterfly, I will use the UV light to set that black, and then I'll come back in with the color. That way I don't worry about these colors mixing. Now when I was doing the flowers, I wanted them to mix, so I didn't use the UV light until I was finished all the colors in the flowers. But if you don't want it to mix, go ahead and cure it before you move on to your next color. So this one I kind of want it to look like a monarch, but the yellow that comes with this kit is not the right yellow, nor is the orange the right orange. So it doesn't really look like a monarch. Now what I'm going to do, because my second, the effect I'm going to do next is I need a clear layer to put it on. So I just mixed up my clear, and I'm going to fill it almost to the top, but not quite to the top. And then I'm going to let that set, and then we'll come back to do the second part of this with the nail polishes. So we'll see you then. Our first layer is dry and it looks good. It looks, I see a couple bubbles maybe in the tail, but really it does look pretty good. Now for the next step, my idea was I bought these UV and LED gel nail polishes from Amazon, and I will put the link for these in the description. And this one came with 2 colors. And these are the magnetic ones. I think they call them cat eye. So the 2 colors this one came with was this like purple, really pretty purple color, and the other one's like a greenish, bluish, turquoise type of, let me open it up here. Oh no, more purpley, I guess. More, yeah, purpley. I don't know why I thought it was greenish blue. Anyways, so what I'm going to do is I thought I would use one color on the cat and the other color on the rest of it. Now you won't see it where the flowers and the leaves are. And then I'm going to put a black backing on it, which should make these come out. So what I'm hoping is that it will kind of give that moon a galaxy feel. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Now, what color do I want to do the cat? That one's like the bluish purple. I haven't used these before, so And this one is like I think I'll use this one for the moon and the other one for the cat. So I do think this will probably take a couple coats. So I put a coat on, then I'll use the UV lamp to set it, and then I'll put a second coat on. So I just want you to kind of see what that looks like kind of in the light. And I have seen a creator use these, Daniel, I can't remember Daniel's last name. Anyways, he does all the jewelry and comes up with different ideas and stuff like. So I saw him use this for his jewelry pendants, and it gives you a really nice effect. So I'm hoping it will work on a larger project like this one, on putting it on top this clear. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this off, and I'll cure it. Okay, so I did that cat and that color. Now here's the other color. I don't know how different it will look in the finished product. We'll see. Now this should come off like it's getting on the mold, just because the brush is in these thin parts. The brush is too big for it, but it should come off fine. Even if I had to use a little bit of isopropyl alcohol on it. Now I'm just going to go over this whole part, even though you won't really see it. You won't see it through the flower where the UV resin is, the colored UV resin that I put on there. But I do want to get up in these little areas. Where there is no color. These in singles, like one color. I saw this one with the 2 color, so I went with that one. Or you can get like a 6 color, I think is. I mean, obviously more expensive for the multi one. And I have on order, I don't have it yet, but I've ordered from Temu some magnets. So I didn't use the magnets on this, but you could if you're holding the magnet to it, and I can't really see in this light, but it should, it kind of moves the I've ordered a magnet kit from Temu, because in there you can get, see how it actually repels. I don't know if you, oh, sorry, let me see. So where I held the magnet there, it repels it away, so it kind of bunches it up. So if let's say I wanted just a line down the middle of the kitty, you can kind of do that, because where you set the magnet, it sends the design. See how now it's a line up the middle here? And then if I want to spread it back out, so that's how the magnet works. And you can get different shape magnets which will give you different effects. So I've ordered that kit. I'm just waiting for it to come in. All right, I'm going to put the UV light over this for a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to put a second coat on it. I have the 2 coats on now. You can really see it in the cat. You can see it in the moon too. You can see that purpley color. And what I've done is I've mixed up some resin, epoxy resin this time, and I've added some black pigment powder, and we're just going to put finish filling this, so it's just a thin coat. We're going to finish filling this mold up, and that black should make those nail polishes, the colors in them pop. Almost like when you work with the chameleon powders, it's the black that brings out the effect. This is the same thing. That's why we're going to coat it in black. I haven't tried coating them in other colors. I believe it would still work, but I don't think you get the same impact. So as you can see, this is a pretty tight mold. I'm probably going to make a mess, but that's okay. We'll make do. Hey everybody, this piece is dry. I'm excited to see what this looks like. I'm fingers crossed it turned out good. I'm not really sure. But first, with my leftover black that I had from this, I did my fish here. I just put some, I used some chameleon powders and brushed the mold and then poured the black in. So let's take a look at the fish. Very pinky purpley. But I do like this mold. It's a cute mold. Not really fond of that color. It's not really realistic. But anyways, so let's get to this one. Now, I know I'll have some over pour that I need to trim up. It's just because of how small the channels were in some of these areas. But let's take a look. I'm interested to see how that nail polish looks because I've not used it before. And I want to know if, how visible it is. There we go. Okay. Let's take a look. Ooh, you can definitely see it in the cat. Wow. Let me just do a little bit of trimming up. All right, here we go. I've cleaned up the edges. Next time I need to remember to not pour the first layer as deep because I had a lot of cleanup to do. So, but anyways, here we go. I think this turned out really nice. Let me give you a close-up of that cat. Can you see the color in that? It's just beautiful. I hope the camera's picking up that galaxy look. Now, it doesn't come across as much in the moon, but it's the moon, you can see it a little bit, but I mean, it's just a very thin line as well. And there's the butterflies and the flowers. Yeah, but yeah, that nail polish really does come out in that cat and all the different colors. It's like it's a black cat, but with that little extra oomph. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.